Angelica, so you started out taking care of pets of your friends and family, and now you have a team of pet sitters. So I want to ask you, did you have any initial fear starting out with taking care of pets? Like when you received your first request of a client, what was the first emotion that you experienced?
So definitely is a really good question because obviously, like you said, I started out with my friends and families and whatnot, and I was always the person they saw as responsible. So they already had that trust in me, exactly. And I mean, I knew I was going to take care of their pets well, I'm going to keep their house tidy and all that. But then to kind of show that to a stranger, I was really nervous because I was like, I hope they actually see that I'm doing a good job. So I was taking photos of everything, asking them questions a million times to make sure I understood everything correctly. So I think the trust part of gaining someone else's trust was the difficult part. Then it became, it became natural after a while.
And you have a whole team of pet sitters now. How do you feel? What's the biggest challenge in managing a team?
So I would say it's the standards. So I know that when I'm going to pet sit, I have this checklist in my brain. And it wasn't like I didn't sit down and was like, okay, I have to do this and this. It's kind of automatic. But now I have to make sure that this standard checklist is actually a thing. Yeah. And people have to follow it because we don't want to have different sitters providing different levels of service and whatnot. We kind of want everyone, every client to feel just as at peace, just as comfortable as they would with one Martina, one Katya, one etc. Yeah. So I think the consistency of it is the challenging part.
Obviously, you must have a lot of stories with pets. Do you have any story that comes to mind that either made you want to pull out your hair, or something that made you really laugh, or something that made you very happy or scared, or any stories? Because I would love to hear.
Like a good one or a bad one?
And both.
Okay, we'll start off with the good.
Yes.
No, sorry, the bad.
Okay, let's start off and then we end with the good.
Exactly. So I had a regular client of mine for 4 years and everything was fine. I mean, she was lovely, her pets were lovely. And then all of a sudden, this was last year, she was delaying payment while she was abroad and she was away for a long time. She was away for 3 months. She was delaying payment and then she started saying that her dogs were sick and she was going to put them down when she comes back. And that shocked me to my core because obviously I was still pet sitting and they seemed fine. So I was really suspicious of this. So I took them to the vet myself to get a full check to be because she said they had sandfly. And I was like, why are you not giving them medication? Anyway, it was a whole thing. And the vet confirmed that they're absolutely fine, absolutely healthy. So it was kind of a bit of a mission impossible in the sense of I wanted to be okay with her, but at the same time, I wanted obviously these pets not to be put down.
Yeah, and to call her out, kind of.
Exactly, but I could tell she wasn't behaving like her normal self. So what we ended up doing, I mean, we fought and everything because at some point, we had to confront each other. But in the meantime, I had contacted an activist, Altea Galia.
Okay.
And she ended up helping from her route as well. And we managed to save the dogs. So she fled the country when she came back. And we managed to hand over dogs and save them and we homed them. So although it was really bad and stressful and I couldn't sleep at night because I just spent the last 3 months with these dogs, right? Yeah. And I've had them for 4 years. So they were really
of course,
with anyone, but even more so. And I'm like, no, not you,
Yeah. No.
I get tears thinking about it now. But in the end, obviously she left a massive fee, she left a massive mess for her landlord, it was a whole... But in the end, the dogs are happy, living their best life now, all is well, so...
And what about good stories? Do you have
this is simple but funny. So I had a client who had a pool and the dogs can go in the pool freely.
Okay.
I'm not joking. One day I come back from whatever errand I was running, I open the door and I can hear, they're in the pool. And one of them is just chilling on the sun lounger, and floating in the pool. And I was like, this is the best life, honey, I'm home. It's really chilling.
So what's the most rewarding part of your job?
I think every time I receive, whether it's feedback for myself on Fair Financial Pet Sit or feedback especially to one of my team members, I'm like, thank God. I feel really happy because they say for the first time in I don't know how many years, I've been able to go on holiday completely stress-free. My mind is at peace with you guys. So that brings insane satisfaction.
Okay. And do you take on many client pets at a time, or how is it? Because I know some pet sitters maybe get a lot of dogs at once. I don't know if you're more
No, we kind of built on the one-to-one concept.
Okay.
Because the way it really started, one of my family friends her dog was really not good with other dogs, so she kind of didn't want. And back then there wasn't really this option. It's a long time ago, 5, 6 years ago. She didn't want to take them to a kennel. So we've built on the one-to-one concept of the sitter either goes to your home or you bring your dog to our home, but there's no mixing of pets.
Okay.
Which I think is it's better because obviously you have more attention.
Yeah.
If the dogs are funny with other dogs, that factor is eliminated. And even like disease and stuff, you don't have to worry about kennel cough or disease spreading and whatnot. So
Yeah.
the one-to-one concept is our favorite.
And when did you know that it was time to scale? Like, did you have like a specific moment that you said, okay, this doesn't have to just be a family and friends favorite thing, but it can actually be a business? Was there a specific?
So I started receiving calls like, oh, I'm the friend of your mother's friend, right? I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So at that point, I was like, okay, clearly more than just my circle need this.
Yeah.
Then I opened the page, and then once the page was open, obviously it took some time and whatnot, to the point though where I did a whole year never sleeping in my bed. Like not once was I at home.
Oh my God.
I was literally like a gypsy going from place to place with my car always loaded.
Yeah.
And at that point, after I literally completed 365 days out of my house, I was like, I need a team. Crazy.
And how old are you?
23, turn 24 next week.
That's amazing, Angelica. So what would you say that are the non-negotiables for someone to be on your team? Like if someone wants to join and be one of your sitters.
So I'd say skills like, how to hold a leash properly or how to show them that you're a bit, in command and not going to overpower you can be very teachable. What can't be teachable is how much a person cares,
Yeah.
how genuine they are, how they communicate. So I think the main thing that I ask myself after an interview is, would I trust this person with my pets?
Yeah.
So it's definitely character
Yeah.
things rather than skill-based. Obviously, we also send our sitters as soon as they join to first aid and whatnot, so they learn the skills as well if they hadn't had before. It's not a big issue, but the trust as well. They have to be a trustworthy person. I mean, they're in their clients' homes with their pets, with all their belongings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Super interesting.
We'll
So
see.
well done, Angelica, and thank you for your time at End.
Thank you so much.